Welcome to Eurobanga City SATV News. This is Shibala Alam with our headlines. Prime Minister issued a 24-point directive to Deputy Commissioner linking hassle-free services from public offices removing corruption. Students of SUST write open letter to President demanding immediate removal of Vice-Chancellor police file case against 300 unnamed students. Thick fog is likely to envelop large parts of the country in the next 24 hours. Met Office issues fog alert as Panchagor shivers. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Tuesday gave a 24-point directive to Deputy Commissioner to ensure the country's overall development as she inaugurated the much-awaited three-day annual conference of them. The Premier opened the conference as the chief guest joining virtually from her official residence, Gana Bhavan. The conference began at Osmani Memorial Auditorium with the presence of 15 ministers and secretaries in the inaugural ceremony due to the fresh surge in COVID-19 cases. A video documentary on services to ensure people's welfare and works for implementing all the development plans of the government across the country by field-level administration was screened on the occasion. Sheikh Hasina asked DCs to discharge their duties with the mindset of serving the people, following the path of truth and justice for ensuring welfare of the commoners while issuing directives to the DCs.
কর্মকৌশল ও নীতি তুলে ধরেন প্রধানমন্ত্রী।
আমরা আজকে উন্নয়নশীল দেশ, জাতির পিতা এই দেশকে যুদ্ধবিধ্বস্ত দেশে
The students of Shahjalal University of Science and Technology have written an open letter to President Abdul Hamid demanding the immediate removal of the Vice-Chancellor. On Monday morning, the student read the open letter outside the residence of SUST Vice-Chancellor Farinuddin Ahmed. He also urged the President to order the withdrawal of the additional police force from the campus. The students continued their protest for the sixth day, rejecting notices regarding the university's closure for an indefinite period and leaving the halls. Additional armed police have been deployed at the main gate of the university since morning. Meanwhile, police have filed a case against about 300 unnamed students of Shahjalal University of Science and Technology in Sylhet. Bangla Meteorological Department has predicted that light to moderate fog is likely to occur at several places in Bangladesh overnight and on Wednesday morning. Met Office issues fog alert in Bangladesh as Panchagor shivers. The mild cold wave sweeping Naugaon, Dinajpur and Panchagor district may, however, abate, officials said. Weather may remain dry with temporary partly cloudy skies over the country, while night and day temperatures may remain nearly unchanged over the country. The lowest temperature of the country was recorded at 9.8 degrees Celsius at Tetulia in Panchagor district. The maximum temperature was recorded at 29.2 degrees Celsius in Teknaf of Cox's Bazar. Two persons, including the husbands of film actress Raima Islam Shimu, have been arrested in connection with her death. Confirming the news, Superintendent of Dhaka District Police said a case is yet to be filed in this regard. The body of the actress, who went missing a few days ago, was found inside a sack near Hazratpur Bridge in Kiraniganj on the outskirts of the capital on Monday. Police said local people spotted the body in the sack near Alipur Bridge in the Kadamtali area of the Upazila around 10 a.m. and informed cops. The body bore several injury marks. They suspected she was killed by criminals on Sunday itself and her body was later dumped in the area. Viewers are taking a short break. Stay with Eurobanga City SATV News. Welcome back. You're watching Eurobanga City SATV News. Now international news. A Saudi-led coalition has launched airstrikes targeting Yemen's capital of Sana'a that killed about 14 people in a building. Riyadh said the air raid was a response to an attack by Houthi rebels near Abu Dhabi airport Monday, which killed 3 people and left 6 others injured. Sources said the armed forces carried out a qualitative and successful military operation which targeted the airports of Dubai and Abu Dhabi, the oil refinery in Abu Dhabi, and a number of important and sensitive Emirati sites and facilities. The UAE's foreign ministry condemned the attacks, warning that the actions will not go unpunished. Rescue workers on Tuesday searched for survivors after an earthquake in a remote western region of Afghanistan killed at least 26 people and damaged hundreds of houses, officials said. Monday's 5.3 magnitude shallow quake jolted the province of Baghdad and wrecked houses, mostly in Qadis district in a rural area not accessible to by road. Taliban government spokesman Inamullah Samangani said rescue workers were helping find survivors and transferring the wounded to local hospitals. A Taliban team was in the area assisting in the relief work. Britain is supplying Ukraine with short-range and anti-tank missiles for self-defense after Russia amassed after 1,000 troops on its border. UK has committed to help Ukraine for the betterment of the situation. A small team of British troops would also be sent to Ukraine to provide training. There was a legitimate and real cause for concern that the Russian troops could be used for an invasion. Russia denies an invasion plans and accuses the West of aggression. Dozens of British troops have been in Ukraine since 2015 to help train their armed forces, and the UK has also made a commitment to help rebuild Ukraine's navy following Russia's invasion of Crimea in 2014. Britain's government will cut the BBC's funding by ordering a 2-year freeze on the fee that people pay to watch the broadcaster, a Mail on Sunday reported. The future of licensed payer-funded British Broadcasting Corporation is a perpetual topic of political debate, with Prime Minister Boris Johnson's government most recently suggesting its funding needs to be reformed, set against an inflation rate to reach a 30-year high of 6% or more in April. Freezing the license cost of its current £159 would provide some relief to consumers battling sharply rising cost of living, but it would also be a large blow to the BBC's finances as it tries to compete with privately funded news outlets. Indonesia's parliament has approved a bill to relocate the nation's capital from Jakarta to a jungled area of Kalimantan on Borneo Island, the planning minister said today. The new center will be called Nusantara, a Javanese name for the Indonesian archipelago, chosen by the President Monoarfa, announced on Monday. The new state capital law, which provides a legal framework for President Joko Widodo's ambitious $32 billion mega project, stipulates how development of the capital will be funded and governed. Plans to relocate the government from Jakarta, a bustling megacity of 10 million people that suffers from chronic congestion, floods and air pollution, have been floated by multiple presidents, but none have made it this far. The world's largest known cut diamond went on public display for the first time ahead of its sale, when it is expected to reach $5 million. The Enigma, the name of the rare black carbonado diamond, was put on display in Dubai. The diamond is believed to have been created when an asteroid hit the Earth when more than 2.6 billion years ago, according to South-based auction house jewelry specialist Sophie Stebbins. One of the most difficult substances to cut, the 555.55 carat diamond has never been showed by the unnamed owner of the past 20 years. Experts turned it into a 55-face jewel, which holds the Guinness World Record at the largest cut diamond. After being on show in Dubai, the Enigma will also be taken to Los Angeles and London before a 7-day online auction starts on February 3rd. Now sports news. Serbian tennis star Novak Djokovic's dream of a record 21st Grand Slam title has been put on hold as he was deported from Australia ahead of the Australian Open. Faisal Farooqi reports more.
Djokovic's dream was to record 21st Grand Slam title, but losing the court case put him off. The Serbian tennis star faces more challenges in his bid to overtake Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal, who he has tied with on 20 major titles, as he could be barred from the French Open. According to the French Sports Ministry on Monday, there would be no exemptions from a new vaccine pass law approved on Sunday, which requires people to have vaccine certificates to enter public places such as restaurants, cafes and cinemas. The ministry added that the latest measure will apply to everyone, whether a spectator or a professional athlete. However, the ministry did note that the event at Roland Garros is slated for May, and the situation may change between now and then. But until then, there will be no exemption even for the world's top-ranked tennis player. The next non-Grand Slam tournament on Djokovic's calendar is likely to be the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships, slated for February 21 to the 26th. The event organizers say all players would need to provide negative PCR tests before being allowed into the UAE, indicating a possible green light for Djokovic. Faisal Farooqi, SATV News Desk.
England all-rounder Ben Stokes has dropped his name from the upcoming IPL. His main focus will be on Test cricket as England has lost the Ashes series recently. Arifuddin Nobin has the story.
Stokes, one of the best all-rounders in the world who is very regular player in IPL, dropped his name from upcoming IPL. Since England has lost Ashes against Australia, he has been aware about Test cricket. Stokes removed his name from the IPL auction at the last minute. England coach Chris Silverwood also could not give a 100% guarantee about Stokes playing in the IPL. Stokes suffered a finger injury in his first match in the last IPL. That is why he had to stay out of the field for a long time. Stokes wants to prepare for the Test series against New Zealand by playing championship in the country instead of IPL. Stokes has a bright career in IPL. He was the most valuable player in the tournament for Rising Pune Supergiant in 2017. He was the hero of 19 World Cup also. England had been champion in 2019 World Cup because of his vital contribution. IPL is such a tournament where the stars shows the capability of them by hitting and bowling. Stokes is one of them who has the power to make the vital changes in the match. The absence of Ben Stokes in upcoming IPL is a sad news for the fans of him. The fan of Ben Stokes will miss him in this season. Arifuddin Nobin, SATV News Desk.
Before ending, we go to the Eurobanga city SATV News headlines again. Prime Minister issued a 24-point directive to deputy commissioners linking hassle-free services from public offices, removing corruption. Students of SUST write open letter to President demanding immediate removal of Vice-Chancellor. Police filed case against 300 unnamed students. Thick fog is likely to envelop large parts of the country in the next 24 hours. Met Office issues fog alert as Ponchagor shivers. You're up to date so far here on Eurobanga City SATV News, and to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.